We've made it, the 10th and final episode of the Daily Dozens, powered by Rock and Refuel Varsity. We're the recruiting roundup guys, JasonJuleScout.com. I'm Jared Cohen. Get us started. I love this linebacker over at Chandler High School.
Yeah, Chandler's actually known for their explosive offense, but part of the reason I think they won that state championship last year was their play on defense. Now their man-in-the-middle linebacker, KT Talini, guy, makes plays all over the field. I know Coach Aguano is expecting big things out of Talini if they plan on repeating in 2015.
We've mentioned Christian Skeptaris last episode at Chaparral as one of the main threats for Grayson Berry, the new quarterback for the Firebirds, but his main target on the outside, Gianni Tumasi, he had big play written all over him last season, had a huge touchdown in that round 2 game against Sunnyside. This is just a flat, fantastic athlete, great speed. They use him in other sports because of his speed. He's a great base stealer for Chaparral's baseball team last season. Love Gianni Tumasi, one of the top playmakers in Arizona.
Jared, it seems like Ryan Velez has been playing at Brophy forever. But I like this kid a lot. 1,000-yard rusher as a sophomore and last season as a junior. Brophy playing in that very, very tough section with Hamilton, with Chandler. Very, very tough section, like I said. And if they plan on competing and making it into the playoffs and moving on, Velez is going to be counted on, again, to carry that rock.
A lot of Chaparral guys in this episode. Brett Voss is the next player we want to mention, a transfer into the Firebirds from the spring from Moon Valley. Last year with Moon Valley, great two-way player playing wide receiver and at safety. He's got great leadership skills, getting some Ivy League attention. Him, along with Kurt Schugert, could be one of the better secondaries that Division I has to offer this season.
Yeah, we're still staying with the theme of Chaparral on the next player, Parker Walton, junior linebacker, guy that I'm a big fan of. Sacks, interceptions, you name it, he does it. Conrad Hamilton, known as a very good defensive mind over at Chaparral High School, and Walton is one of the top prospects at linebacker in that 2017 class.
Staying in Scottsdale, Cade Warner, familiar last name, Kurt Warner's son, second team all-section as a sophomore last year for the Wolves, and he's back along with Austin Newsel at quarterback. Cade Warner, very good speed, great route runner, very good hands. I like his demeanor. He's one of the leaders for Desert Mountain.
I think Shadow Mountain actually might be one of the sleeper teams in the state. And last year, their receiver, Jake Welsheimer, was one of the best players in the state that really no one was talking about. You talk about the production that he had. He had 65 catches, over 1,000 yards receiving, and 14 of his catches went for touchdowns.
You talk about players on a team that doesn't get talked about as much. It's hard to get your name mentioned when you're at Saguaro with all the great players. But Robert Branch Williams had his breakout moment in the state championship game last year against Williamsfield with the deep ball touchdown from Corey Lyles. He is now on our radar because of that touchdown and then some. A guy that will play at wide receiver as well at defensive back. Small, speedy guy, very lively, has a lot of energy, and a big spark plug for this SaberCats football team.
It's very, very tough to play on varsity as a freshman, even tougher to do it as an offensive lineman. Max Wilhite from Desert Edge High School is a kid that did just that. Started inside at guard for the Scorpions, a guy that I think is a Division I football player. He's only going to be a sophomore. He's over 6 foot tall, weighs almost 300 pounds. I think he's going to be one of the top prospects in the 2018 class.
We've mentioned so many guys from Chandler. You got to give credit to the guys that put in the work on the offensive line, and the leader on that offensive line going into this season is Dustin Woodard. He has offers from Air Force, USD, very bright kid on the offensive line for Chandler, and he is strong. They really like being able to have him out in front of Chase Lucas to get out and make plays.
I really like the versatility of Chandler DB Kyrie Woods, guy that I think could be a long corner, but he has enough range to play safety at the next level, has already committed to San Diego State, first team all-section performer last year. He's a guy that I have pegged as a preseason all-stater.
And last, but certainly not least, on the episodes of the Daily Dozen, we go to Sholo, Willie Wyatt, running back, linebacker, a very similar makeup to what we saw at a Chance Cox in the similar area over at Blue Ridge, their rival. I actually look at Willie Wyatt as the type of player. He's kind of a small school version of Dedrick Young with what he can do running the ball. He's a power runner with underrated speed and also a very good hard-hitting linebacker. Sholo's got a lot of talented players. They could be a force to be reckoned with in Division IV once again. That is it for our Daily Dozen episodes. Now it's time for high school football, which gets started tonight. Very excited. Recruiting roundup start up again next week. That's JasonJuleScout.com. I'm Jared Cohen. Again, this was Daily Dozen episode number 10.